Hi everybody, in today's video we're going to show you how to clean or repair an electronic device that has batteries where the acid leaked out and has caused a lot of deposit and corrosion on these battery terminals. A lot of times when you see this, the electronics doesn't turn on anymore. It's basically you're thinking about throwing it away, but don't do it yet. We're going to show you a way to fix this and hopefully get it back to working condition again. As you can see, the contacts have a lot of deposits and corrosion, and also in here, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a lot of deposits on those terminals at the bottom. So we're going to try and clean it and hopefully get this thing to work again. So the secret sauce to getting these terminals or battery contacts cleaned is calcium, lime, and rust. And the calcium, lime, and rust solution will actually help you dissolve and get rid of all those deposits and the rust. And we're going to use Q-tips with the CLR, and basically try to clean these battery terminals and contacts. So I've opened up my bottle of CLR. I go ahead and get some out, and basically rub along these contacts. As you can see, there's a chemical reaction with the CLR and the battery terminals, and it'll actually get rid of all these acid buildup that's on here. And I'm gonna do a time-lapse video, and I won't bore you with this detail here. Okay, so I've cleaned out a lot of this deposit. Still a little bit of rust here, but most of the metal has been cleaned. The contacts have been cleaned. I also cleaned the interior. Anywhere there was a lot of deposit, I cleaned it with the CLR and got it to be as clean as I can. And now that it's still a little bit wet, but we're gonna let it dry, and we'll put it in some new batteries and see if it gets to work. Now, I forgot to mention that sometimes if there's a big clump of deposit that is, sitting on top of the contacts, and it's a big clump, it's hard. What I did was I used a little screwdriver and just basically scraped it off, because the CLR was taking too long to remove it. So I just kind of scraped it off to help it along, and then you just can apply some more CLR just to eat away all this acid and this rusting, to clean it as much as you can. You can wait for it to dry, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a hair dryer and at least try to make the drying go by a little bit faster. Now, the first time it might get all the way dry, but if it doesn't, just keep using the hair dryer, and that'll help it speed up the drying rather quickly. Now, what I'm going to do now is let it cool down a little bit, but it's a little bit warm. But I have 4 new batteries, which I'm going to go ahead and put in, and let's see if we can get this unit to turn on. Sometimes if the leak is so bad, the acid might actually make it all the way into the circuit board of the interior of this flash. If that's the case, you may have to remove these screws, and I believe there are 2 screws up here. 1 screw here and 1 screw here, that you need to remove this back cover, and there may be deposits on the circuit board that you may need to use CLR to get rid of the deposits. Because if there's any deposits of these battery acid on the circuit board, it will not work as well. So I didn't have to open it, but I'm just gonna see if this actually gets this to open up. So there you go, it actually works. So that's it for today's tutorial. So remember, don't throw out any electronics where you have battery terminals that have been corroded with dead batteries. Go ahead and use CLR, clean it up, and you might be surprised that you can get it working again. Thank you for watching.